Hello, gamers. Oh, sure. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. Rah, how are we doing? How are we doing? That's right. Our second new game is also another sequel, that being the second Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. I forget what this one's called, like Justice for All or some shit. I don't remember. If you don't remember, we finished the first game in this trilogy, some time ago. It's been a little bit. I can't remember specific dates, but it's been a little bit. And you know, I'm excited to get back. I miss my Pookies, so we're gonna get into the second game. Period. Hello, Black, Blue, and Hydro. Yo, we're playing Ace Attorney, and we're lawyers now. Rah! Yo, hello. Do you prefer like or like Mortiz or Mori? I don't know. I'm sorry. I like to call people what they prefer. I try to remember. Zero Escape and now Ace Attorney. It's 2007 to 2008 again. God, I wish it was 2007, 2008. For me, I was 7 and 8 in those years, and you know, I would love to return to being a child. I used to catch the train to college and went through a lot of visual novels. That's fair. See, I didn't get into like all of like the popular stuff that was in that time until a little bit later, and then I was like going back. So there's like, I never had heard of Zero Escape, but I did play Ace Attorney, the first game, and a little bit of the second game on the 3DS. So I knew the first game, and I know like maybe a case or two for the second game, but like after that, it's kind of a surprise because like I do know some spoilers throughout the different games, but like, you know, I don't know how we get there or like the little details. So there's still some surprise to be had. Trust. Whereas with Zero Escape, it's literally like I know nothing about those games. You seem to struggle, so let's go with Mori. I'm so sorry. I like to think that you know, I can speak, but I can't. Which is funny considering the fact that I was like, you know what? I want to be a streamer. You need to talk to do that. Oh, oopsies. Listen, you know, silly and goofy. I'm so sorry. Let me mute the lo-fi beats. We don't want that anymore. And let me minimize my Discord because I don't need that either. Switch over to the gamer screen, and we can finally get them sick Ace Attorney beats. I'm playing Ace Attorney Trilogy bundle on Steam. Bam, 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 bam. I'm sorry, it's good. All right. New game, not continue. Yeah, we were on Ace Attorney, and now we need to do Justice for All. 2002. God damn. Hey, Pookie. The Lost Turnabout. Grr. How did I get into this mess? Sorry, like, how do you say that? Like, am I actually supposed to growl? I don't know. That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh my god. It's a wacky dream we're having. What did I do wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. Ah! Also, if you hear any, like, banging in my background, I think my neighbors are doing something. I don't know what, but they're doing something. September 8th, 9:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. So just do what I do and just make noises and not actual English during streams. Listen. I think that's pretty accurate to what I do. Yeah, Phoenix is on shrooms. Listen, you know, it's like... when I'm at the beginning of stream and end of stream, I feel like I struggle so much more. And then, like, I kind of smooth out. in the middle. It is what it is. All right. Where we at with the budget? Now, hear me out. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Also, my favorite thing is how this is supposed to be like, well, at the time when this game came out, it was set in the future, but yet the technology still looks like that. Like, how are you gonna set a game in the future and not, like, advance the technology? Why does he have that as his ringtone? I'm not sure. He thinks Dracula's hot or something. It reminds him of Miles. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Huh? Girl, am I about to get murdered? I'm the victim. Talk about a close call, but I hate to do this to you. It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Huh? A few minutes later. The thing is, like, I feel like I don't remember this at all. Reminds him of Miles. Oh, yeah, listen. If Miles Edgeworth told me that he was a vampire, I'd be inclined to believe him. But that's me. Ouch. My head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? I believe you got hit upside the head by a fire extinguisher. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay. Oh. There we go. Bird. Good morning. Good morning.
What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit?
Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts.
Roger that.
Am I in trouble or something?
Huh? Trouble?
Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong.
What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble.
What?
I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Life? In my hands?
You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty.
Huh? Ma'am, I'm sorry. I think I'm going through some amnesia. Not guilty.
Just when I thought I lost all...
Sorry.
Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever.
What is this girl babbling about?
Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me a bit nervous, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible.
No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this.
No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person.
Yes,
who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? This is just a Columbo spin-off. Oh my god. There's someone else Dracula reminds me of from the Phoenix Wright games, but I'll refrain from saying it till you meet them. Fair enough. How does he keep not knowing his clients until the day of the trial? I think that guy hit me with that fire extinguisher and then we lost our memories because of it. So I think he did know her at one point. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Literally, like, she's pulling up to the drive-thru demanding a freaking Whopper. Like, you need the 4 for $4.
The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please—
Oh, sorry, that's a bailiff.
Lol. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay?
Girl. This is my lawyer. I'm going to jail. I guess I have amnesia. I wish that I could wake up with amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Concussion is a hell of a drug. Real. Happy 10 a.m., babes.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes, Your Honor. I say no, and then he just walks out of the courtroom. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Why do y'all do, what y'all doing when you get amnesia, and why is it replaying the Persona games? Listen, I swear to God, I forget games after I play them anyway, so it's like I'm playing with amnesia right now about this game. It's also kind of how I felt a little bit about the first game. Like, I remember, like, the big stuff, but I was like, wait, how did we get there? I'm rewatching all of my favorite anime. Yo, I'm gonna rewatch Psyche K. The one season of dub they have for the OG. Imagine realizing you have amnesia and just not telling anyone. Well, he's trying to say something and they're just not listening. What was the name of this case even? I can't even remember. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you're well aware. The defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to the policeman?
It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that.
In any case.
Oh, sorry. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Listen, I would love to replay the Danganronpa games not knowing what was happening. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Aw, he looks like such a kicked puppy. When I played Danganronpa, I was convinced they were all in space. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if one day they made a Danganronpa in space. Do you guys remember? I don't know if anybody here is into Five Nights at Freddy's, but like they had made a joke one time. I forget where specifically it was, but they were like, oh yeah, FNAF, like whatever it was, is gonna be Freddy in space. And then freaking Scott Cawthon actually made a Freddy in space for like some charity thing. I forget if that was I think that was the Game Theory charity thing. But what do I know? I can't remember things.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh god. Oh yeah. My name Jeff. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat up his body bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I love how happy Bird looks no matter what situation this is. Reminds me of Clover in VLR. No, the Clover model is crazy because, like, how do they do it so bad? Like, why is she, like, grinning maniacally when she's like, oh my god, we're in the Nonary game? Like, girl, did you put us here? Be honest. Whereas I feel like Maggie's is like, she just doesn't realize the situation she's in, kind of beat, maybe. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Yes, actually.
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, oh, damn it. God damn it. I need to stop doing this. It's just nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record? Luna, you can't keep doing this. Junpei was enough. I can't help it. I guess I relate to stupid men.
Yup. Info about evidence and people involved with the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Wow, that's not the button at all.
RB, huh?
You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Yes, dear. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? RB? Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Girl, let me look first. Here's my really cool, up-to-date cell phone. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Okay, glasses then. Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir.
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I actually stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Is this the case in the second game? Because if so, that's a really smart way of reintroducing the game mechanics. Yeah, this is the first case in the second game. Sorry. My brain was like, what did you say? And then I was like, dang, I'm kind of thirsty. I kind of want to drink. But yeah, this is the very first case in this game, which yes, makes it understandable that he has the amnesia. So you could be like, hey, if you didn't play the last game, here's how you play. Oh, you have more.
This evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. He looks so sad, guys. Like, how can you hate Gumshoe? Like, does he get a little bit annoying sometimes? Yes, but doesn't everybody? Look at this little kicked puppy. You're gonna be mean to him? Miles Edgeworth comes in. He's like, leans into Mike. Yes. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. It'd be actually so for real right now. That is not no man's handwriting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No man is gonna do little, like, curly cues on the G. And you're gonna write that real messy. What is that? What is that? I wonder if that's a reoccurring thing. Honestly, I've never played the beginning of the third game, so I don't actually know. The original trilogy had shorter first cases. Did it? That's interesting. Would you say, like, the new ones that they've made are better than the original? I would say it's only smart if his amnesia actually comes back into play later in the game. If he just gets his memories back after the tutorial and it never comes up again, that's just a waste. I guess we'll see. Because like I said, I did play a little bit of the beginning of this game, but I don't really remember it too much. Besides, like, the location of the first real case, I believe. If Gumshoe has no fans, I'm dead. No, literally me. Me, you, and Miles Edgeworth are dead. Listen, as much as people think that, like, oh, Miles isn't, like, doesn't like Gumshoe. Girl, if he didn't really like him, he would not be around. Trust. Trust. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Listen, okay, if I had a nickel for every time somebody falsely wrote somebody else's name, I would have 1 nickel. Actually, I think I would have 2 nickels. Because I think, didn't they write Maya's name down on something in like one of the first trials of the first game? And then the thing with the vase name as well. I would have 2 nickels, and I bet you I'm about to have a 3rd. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Yeah, on the receipt, yep. I think you joined late, that's why you don't really remember the first half of the game. Oh my god, sorry, I hiccuped right in the mic. Apologize. This is the picture of the writing, Your Honor. Like, I know that... I love Ace Attorney, I really do. And I know that the point is, like, you're supposed to solve it out. But, like, if I wasn't here, you know how many innocent people would be thrown in jail? Like, it's actually crazy how stupid and incompetent everybody in this universe is. It actually makes me mad sometimes when I think about it too hard. Which is why, like, I just remain stupid single-brain cells. Because if I think too hard about the game, I get mad. Because I'm like, that makes no sense. Like, why is it 2 pieces of evidence are like, yup, you did it. Girl. I only know that because I've only played the first game. That's fair. Yeah, I came in around one of the 999 streams. Yeah, I don't know which one it was though. I can't remember. I was like, oh my god. Listen, we have to thank Ken, which I think Crimson Jackets is the Twitch name. Because if it wasn't for Ken, I would not have played 999. Because he was like, have you heard of Zero Escape? After recommending me Somnium Files, and I was like, no, what is that? And then I got it, so. Why, this is... Yes, I can see your name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may now cross-examine the witness. Sorry, I'm going through puberty. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces? And do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does look sort of like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Decisive evidence. Right. During this date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. See, we're just gonna do the thing, where I press everything. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? People, you have no proof those are her glasses, and writing her name on the ground, which you can't even prove that that's her name or that he wrote it, doesn't mean she killed him. Listen, somebody could have just grabbed his hand and wrote with his hand. And also, like, if she just brings us a different pair of stepped-on glasses, does that not knock out these broken glasses? It's like, well, if she has another pair of broken glasses, clearly they're hers, and those aren't. Yeah, but do you have any proof that these are hers? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Almost the same strength. That does not mean they are hers. My sister got annoyed on holiday by many times she heard Phoenix say hold it, lol. Even if those were her glasses, it doesn't mean she pushed him, just that he was holding them. Exactly. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Oh, shiza. What are we thinking, chat? Continue or leave it be? I feel like continue, right? Or no? Continue? Yeah, I think so. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Okay, I'm glad he called that out because I did too. I was like, now wait a minute. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Continue. He keeps saying almost and kind of. It's not a match. Whoa, yo, I think, Blackwood might actually be Phoenix right. Guys, whoa. Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing! I could totally feel it down in my gut.
Okay, I guess just keep pressing. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he was that's how he fell. Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. What if he tripped? Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Bro, I'm sweating. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... What was the name of... Was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Actually, let me see what we have for evidence. Let me see this again. Is there anything else here? Oh, wait, look at this picture. I don't know what to mean. There's no writing there. Also, who took this picture? When was this? What does this say? Victim fell from the walking path above. And the hat. Where's the hat? Something fishy's going on here, you guys. I just don't know. I just don't know where to put this. Did I press this yet? I bet someone tried to kill Maggie and he wrote her name because he wanted to let people know she was in danger. Maybe. Amazingly, there was a professional photographer right as he fell. Please. Oh my goodness. I think maybe I do this one with that first picture. I mean, we do have a little... We could present something. Am I confident in it? Not really. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep pressing, actually. Let me get some more information. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on.
What? Huh?
Don't hum me. I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. Does she spell her name with a Y?
That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again. It is with a Y. It's E-Y. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I did look at it. It's spelling Maggie, and I was like, I don't know, something looks weird about that. But anyways. I think I have to present this because they didn't even spell her name right. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous questioning coming from?
The defendant's, name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. He's back, boys! Yeah, rising from the ashes. Yo. That's why they call him Phoenix, baby.
What? It says it right here, Maggie Bird.
Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of the facts. Oh. How about that? I ain't never even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. How the fuck did Phoenix just tell how he spelled her name from how he said it? Two possible options. One, it's Phoenix Wright. He's the ultimate lawyer. Sorry, the ultimate defense lawyer specifically, and you know he's got that dog in him. He can see in his mind's eye how he said it. Option two, he just assumed that like everyone would assume that it was spelled IE and not EY. So like it didn't matter what Payne thought. He just needed him to look at the paper and see how it was spelt on there versus how it's spelt in the picture. So I don't know if like obviously the game developers did it for like a little hee hee hoo, but I'm assuming the actual thing is I don't know how you think it's spelled, but make sure you check how it's spelled and know that it's not the same as this picture. This is very true, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Aww. He's so cute. He's just a cute puppy. That's a 40-year-old man. I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute. Look at that. Shut up. It's a fictional character. I don't give a fuck. It's not like he's a real person that I'm babying. It's a fake person. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, 'cause she came to me to ask what she should get for him. I mean, there are IRL 40-year-old babies, hey yo. Oh, those two sounded like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. I have nothing that stuck out to me immediately, I'm not gonna lie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for half a year. I'm just gonna press everything again. As is the tried and true method. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway. They even sound like they were talking about marriage. They got married. Two people who were about to get married wouldn't know how to spell each other's names. Be so for real. Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? She's too old. How old is she? Let me check that court record. 22? How long y'all been dating? 29-year-old dating a 21-year-old? Is that, how do we feel about that? I mean, she's an adult. I mean, to be fair, he's that age too. And we know, listen, if you don't know by now, Gumshoe likes Maggie. Listen, I just don't think it's right. Especially, I don't want Gumshoe dating her either because he's her superior. That should be a no-go. And the only reason why I don't like her with that guy, and I know people will be like, oh, they're both adults, it's fine. But like, she's a rookie officer, and he is a more experienced police officer. I don't know. Unless he was a rookie too at the time, but I don't know. Yeah. What, you saying the guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? I wish they would. I wish they would. No, that's not what I meant at all.
Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know.
I think this fella has a way to go before marriage. What do you mean? He's married to Edgeworth. He's the housewife. Gumshoe, that is. Well, he's the, sorry, Gumshoe's the male wife, meanwhile, Edgeworth is the girl boss. And that's facts, sorry. You could, that's actually canon. The creator told me. Mind your own business, pal. Oh, press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage. We got an achievement! What? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm sorry. Black Blue don't look. Black Blue don't look. One of these days. I'll do it. I promise. At some point. Every time it happens, I'm like, wait, listen, I can explain. Gumshoe is the mistress, Phoenix is the male wife. Honestly, I feel like Phoenix is the mistress. Considering the fact that, like, Gumshoe does, like, everything for Miles. Like, he does the cleaning, all, like, the chores and, like, tasks and stuff. Listen, this is like a fanfic probably somewhere. Birthday. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. He's actually talking about, back when he was dating the chief. What's his name? Gant? Before he got arrested and went to jail. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Why is that? Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for all my subordinates. Hate that Gant and the judge were still flirting even during that trial. They literally were. Like, you can't even tell me they weren't. Guys, sorry, I was thinking about the gay people, and I was just thinking about the fact that we got fucking sister zoned. We got fucking sister zoned in Night in the Woods. I just remembered that. Pain and suffering. Also, I have like one of those net hammocks that holds like stuffed animals that's attached to the ceiling. And I'm looking at one right now, and it really looks like it's gonna fall off any minute. And if that shit lands on anything, it's kind of a dense plushie, so I fear it's gonna hurt. But also, I don't know how I could stand up to fix it. Because I'm very short, and it's very high. And I'm like, if I stand on my chair, I probably will die. And I don't think my desk would support me. Not that I want to try it either with my expensive fucking PC here. That one still hurts me too, literally. No footstool? No, I mean, I could get a step ladder though. I'm just being lazy. Like, there's one, like a little 2-step one. Levitate. Why didn't I think of that? But even when she was going to give us a present, isn't that going a bit too far? But even what she was going to give us a present. What? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant. That should not be... That should not be the point of the discussion at this time. Oh, whoa, wait a second. Oh, why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. Yeah, I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. It was something she bought over 2 months ago. Okay, but like, what was it? Over 2 months ago? It would be a point of discussion if this gives Gumshoe a motive for murder. You know, honestly, it does seem like it would be going that way. Like, now that her lover is dead, he can swing in and get his woman. Like, it would make sense, honestly. Like, it makes a lot more sense for it to be like jilted love interest rather than the like Maggie, you know? Like, cause she, like, what is the motive for Maggie to kill somebody that she's about to marry, you know? Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. Well, a single glove. Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. Press further, of course. If Gumshoe goes to prison, I'm instantaneously combusting. That's so real. Yeah, if they were already married, you can claim she did it for the life insurance, but they aren't even engaged yet. Yeah, like, she stands to gain nothing from killing him. And, like, I know some people could play it like, oh, maybe she didn't like him anymore and she wanted to be with Gumshoe. But even then, like, they're only dating. So it's not hard to break it up. Like, break things off. Type B. I guess we would be like, oh, she felt like she couldn't break up with him, like, blah, 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 so she killed him. Like, I guess. That's, like, the only thing I can think of, though. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought a glove at a store that far in advance? I mean, I guess if you're out and you see something like the perfect thing, you could be like, oh, dude, let me get this now, and then I don't have to buy anything when the time actually comes. I guess she's prepped, bro. Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Yes, it would seem there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Everything is relevant.
Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? I do. Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Right I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Sorry, I had to take a drink on my drink because I was thirsty. Pressing people... It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Why do you have it, though? Why is it, like, banana yellow? Just ask her if she bought the glove. Sorry, I felt like it was really loud just then. I'm so sorry. Just ask her if she bought the glove. Getting this from Gumshoe is hearsay, which is not admissible in court, and give receipts to prove that she bought it. Listen, this is the Ace Attorney Court. We don't do evidence in this house. Unless you're the defendant, in which you have to submit 20 pieces of evidence for anything to be proven false, but the prosecution can just say shit and it's facts. Real, not clickbait. Anyway, this is it, sir. That's rather yellow, isn't it? It is, yes. Banana yellow. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
That's why you had it to special order? Had it special order? How'd you special order it? That's right. That and one other reason.
Sorry, I decided to change her voice. I don't know, I feel like she would have a little nasal. I think I missed what the fuck he said. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Alright, let me hear it. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Or someone did what I said and just used his hand to write it. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, they're capping.
So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want from within a scientific investigation. I've never even heard of that before.
Me either.
Nor I.
I never heard of anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. We checked the victim's pointer finger. Girl, can I see this, picture again? Sorry, I almost presented it. I did not mean to do that. That I would have cried. Okay. Is that his left hand? Or right hand? I guess we're facing the same way, so I guess that's his right hand. Right hand. Okay. I got there in the end. I just needed a second. Because I'm so used to seeing things from like they're facing me and then having to like reverse it. We don't usually have to, you know, keep it the way it is. I feel like it has something to do with the glove we just got. Sorry, I didn't even mean to press that. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? Scratches on his skin? Yep. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. Oh my god. Right when I was going to speak. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Chat, is this a left-handed glove? Or, well, I don't know anything about baseball. Would a right-handed person wear the mitt on the left hand or the right hand? Because isn't it different based on if you're left or right-handed? And wouldn't that mean that his left is his dominant hand? Or Because I just feel like that's the only thing that makes sense. Because they specifically call it that he wrote it with his right hand. Which makes me think that maybe, like, he was not right-handed. And that could be why, like, he didn't write this. Because it's writing with his right hand, but he's left-handed. So if he wrote something, it should be with his left hand. And that is proven by the fact that, like, he has got a right-handed glove. Because if you're left-handed, you're supposed to wear the glove on your right. I don't know. I mean, we got a full bar. Fuck it, we ball, right? I can't see how else the glove is relevant. Exactly. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? No. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait. Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. I mean, I knew from the get-go that he did not write that. I just needed to figure out how. Objection, he was ambidextrous, bro. Why was I thinking the same thing? Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor?
Thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. They had zero evidence she did it in the first place. This just proves she was framed, literally. Because I'm like, now we don't know who did it. I'm assuming that guy who tried to knock me out, or, well, successfully gave me amnesia in the lobby. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
There's more? What? And what did this witness Witness.
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
This judge is so impressionable, literally will believe anything. To be fair, there's no way that was all they had. I was waiting for this. I mean, it makes sense. It does. But also, like, damn, bro. What the heck? Order. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from the new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. I mean, Payne isn't a terrible prosecutor. He's just not one of the greats, literally. Literally. On that note, I gotta head out. Make sure to prove Maggie innocent. I'm gonna do right by you. Don't worry. Thanks for sticking around for as long as you did. I'll say it's been an hour, so you earned your keep. Don't worry. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for hanging out, Black Blue. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing. And until next time. Save. I would love to save. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I saved like 5 times. Okay, I'm just gonna have 2 saves. Oops. Oh boy, boy. I never realized that's kind of how it's. That's kind of how it's written when I say that. It's funny. 11:43. Okay.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem that won't be tackling today. That you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, I do think you can fill me in on a few things.
Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you all about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix, right? What a weird name. I didn't realize that either. I have returned your hello, Anarchy. And I have killed a Hydra. Hydra?
This is serious. You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back. And maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
Phoenix's business card added to the court record. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yup, can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Huh? Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
It's my phone. I don't know, it's kind of fire.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch her name.
You can call me Maggie.
Oh my gosh, she's got a blue badger, like, hoodie thing on.
We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up...
Ah, you were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had left already.
Maya! Now who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
Names list added to the court records. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you.
Girl, wait, how old am I? Oh, I'm not on here. Maya! Wait, how old is Maya? Because I know Maya, I think it was 17 before. Age question mark? Oh, you're such a tease. They said you can't know how long it's been. Hold on, let me take a sip. Sorry. I needed to wink.
Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess we can get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
Lord knows we'll need it. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less.
All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. He's like, okay, strange girl talking to me. Alrighty. It's 11:54 still. Or no, I don't know what it was before. I know it was 11, but... Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Just call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more thing.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
He's cunty. He's cunty.
Please state your name for the court witness.
Before... Oh god, what voice should I give him? Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me... Okay, just gives in and said everything in my life is almost... I'm merely looking at the perfect unbeatable university. You see, I remember that walk.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
Oh, mine isn't on my side now.
What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man.
I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were taking... strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you were attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you, I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. Okay.
If you must know anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk, you know you. What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in my thoughts about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady.
Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Bam, 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 bam. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you can say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yeah, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
Can do. Can do.
I'll find the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. Okay, so I'm automatically going to that last sentence he did, where he said banana. Listen, I know I said it was like banana yellow, but I did not expect him to call it a literal banana when it's the glove.
The banana.
You mean this banana? Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here.
Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me.
I think you're blind. And that, where you be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's, no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What? How? You... Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a club for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people. Yes, I know what you know what I mean. You're like those people who, the possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out that but a glove, not a banana, and a view from afar.
And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away.
But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people, and she was brave and courageous, and while she didn't do anything wrong, but they burned her at... which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. Girl, I was holding it, like, not too far away from him, and he couldn't tell that it wasn't a thing of bananas. Like, what the F? It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness. Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yeah, his. Because he did it. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. Gotta fact check that, because I don't remember when they died. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. We'll see about that. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. Yeah, you're capping. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Okay. Let me... Hey, shut up. Time of death, baby. 6:28. He said he called that like 6:40 something. You don't got a phone? Immediately, so you're capping. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you called the police, it was already 6:45. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during the 15-minute gap. It's scaring me. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little, dazed. Guys, Alexa, play, what's that song called by Hyphen? Drunk Dazed? Or whatever. Play that song. He got me dazed. Anyways. It's only expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? One sec. Okay. Answer the question. Telephone, spit it out. I was searching for a telephone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? In our year of 20, what is it? I can't remember, 15? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone there. Are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. Yeah, he's going to strangle himself before he's deemed guilty, which would honestly save me the trouble, I guess. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Oh god. Enough. Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick! That cell phone! Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Absolutely. Mr. Wellington. Where's your cell phone right now? Heh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his phone.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in the call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, I guess that was the gist of it. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Right. No, yeah, right, for sure. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. Now, it does not make sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. Do you have some sort of proof? You do have some sort of proof, don't you? I definitely do. Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Okay, let me see. I see a picture. There's literally a phone booth right there. This one. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. And the defendant had to... All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Sorry, I'm eating gummy bears. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? And don't say it was broken. Order, order. What is reporting the crime a little late proof for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, that is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he?
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Of course. Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yes, and I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Sorry, I had to finish chewing my gummy bear. The glasses. I think it's the glasses. I don't even need to check. I just know in my heart of hearts. Because his ass is blind as shit. Mr. Wellington. And they're blue, like his jacket. What? Don't do that. You've almost given me a heart attack. Are these your glasses? These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order, order. Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Oh, I'm not going to scream. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. What does that mean? Like 6 feet deep? Underground? I'll sink him in with one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting! Watching you work again?
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of the knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order, order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Girl, I'm just using the same evidence that you used on my client. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone that the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It could be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. The name of, people? Now, will the defendant... Now, will the defense please present its case? How would the witness have known the defendant's name? I think this. Let me just check everything else, though. I guess just a cell phone could also work. Let's try this. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned her name was Maggie. Ah. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground is Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek. I wonder what they did for the Japanese version. Like, I'm assuming it was like a similar thing, but I wonder what like the different name was that's like slightly different. Order.
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I had no motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what the motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Oh, I think now... Names list. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found, and we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers?
Of course.
This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy.
Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're the one of those people. You're just like the cops are rated the... I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor. Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, this is just an unjustified battering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is looking into the group, a victim of that group, a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. This is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much.
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. The police officer.
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please. Please, let's think about this. About the content of that phone call. Beep.
Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
And the defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why, then, would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? I mean, I guess maybe the guy that died. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh, you cooking? Yippee! Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Lol. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence!
This guy is really creeping me out.
All we've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone.
Suspicious phone this, suspicious gone group that. They're all on that phone. But who said that the phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence?
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton.
What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be... The phone stored numbers, fingerprints? I got it. We should check this for fingerprints. Finkies. Well, I mean, I have been touching it, though, to be fair. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
I what?
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Fuck you. He made a complete recovery. Oh my gosh, my controller's slipping off my lap. Sorry. Sometimes I have to stop and listen to the music. I guess Your Honor really is completely impartial, but I'm always like, Your Honor, why are you so stupid? Don't be such a pushover. No, real. I'm like, listen, how about you listen to me for once? Like, how about you agree with me?
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here. You see?
Your Honor, I'm smelling cap.
Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers magically disappeared.
Bro wiped my phone? You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington.
What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you are too much! And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh my god! Now I remember! Yo, why are you looking kind of good? I'm sorry. Huh. Looks like they hung up.
Ah, good. I finally found it.
So that's when...
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of the cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day. So please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? No, I'm raising an objection, baby. Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Hey, Your Honor. The cross-examination has ended already. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
It has to, yeah, business card for sure. That's exactly what I was thinking, Robin. Because I'm like, he can just call the number, because they literally said his cell phone number was on the card. Call the number, and if that phone rings, he's got my phone and I have his. So let's see. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Take that! Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. It's written in a fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but
that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your phone?
Huh? Right now? But court is still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so. Oh my god, her phone is so cute!
One piece! Oh my god. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to do. Ah! What? Why is my phone? What is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... No, I can't. Why his ringtone go kind of hard, though? Because Phoenix is that guy. He definitely bought his ringtones. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you want to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. dude. Oh my god, he's killed himself. He's dead. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he had become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. And Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Why, he kind of oh my god, Phoenix! He can't, slaying is in his blood, literally. Like, he cannot not slay, even when he doesn't have his memory. Literally has amnesia and still serving. Good for him, good for him. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty!
All my fellas!
Yeah!
All my fellas!
Doo, doo, doo. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! 2:16 p.m. I think it started raining.
I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tried at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad, actually.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune.
Right. Stone cold from Your Honor.
And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth up by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll find a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
Bye. Ugh. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. Oh my god, I didn't realize my cat was on my bed. Hello, buddy!
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered.
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. Kitty! He's just shlumped. God, whenever cats sleep, I'm like, it looks like I would love to be sleeping like that right now. It looks so comfy, cozy. My big old man. Why this feel like an ending instead of the start of the game? It's the beginning of the end, baby. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example...
Earth and Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Oh, he moved from the bed to the windowsill now. The lost turnabout, the end. I mean, it is kind of the end. Oh, Pearly. Listen, we gotta dip our toes a little bit into the next episode, just to see. That child has a massive forehead. That's so funny. Listen, I too have a massive forehead. Dude, is this Miles Edgeworth's ugly red car? I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie? Maya, goddammit, why is it every time I gotta see you behind this glass? It looks like a Hot Wheels car, not a good way, help! I think that car deserved to be blown up. No, for that I agree.
I finally get to see you again.
It's not your fault, you didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me.
I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Let's say it was June. Who the fuck is this guy? What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry that the weather girl on TV. I think little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500,000 suit. I don't know why I said $1,500,000. That's literally just 1,500. But it was funny, so I went with it. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, sorry, that was me. Well. Oh, you're the doctor at? It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yeah, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. Well, why was one nurse in charge of 14 patients? And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. And what are you going to say? Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple. Because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. I think you just need to rename the company. Simple as that. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go there either. Listen, sometimes you just gotta accept that even though it wasn't your fault, Your business is over. Unless, like I said, unless you rebrand. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. I don't know, man. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Huh? Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Huh? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes. I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked together a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. Excuse me? You coming on to me, or what is this? What? Wait, I'm not. Girl, I'm fine. I'm doing my stuff. I'm crying because I miss Miles Edgeworth. But that's just normal everyday things for me. That's not out of the... I did that while Maya was here too. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Who the fuck are you? Stop talking about her like that, freak. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh, I can see where this is going. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
That's what she told me. I guess she learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Okay, what? Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? What the F is going on? Okay, and so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. So this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Oh my gosh! Why, hello there. What an odd little girl.
Hey, wait up, Pearly!
Someone else is coming this way.
Nick!
Maya! How are you? It's good to see you again.
Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up.
It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little.
It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more.
No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
Oh, well. Anyways, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Ooh, well, I think our chatting to Maya is going to have to wait until next time. We can't spoil all the fun things today. Me, did I actually save them? Phoenix Wright music, they could never make me hate you. Exit this game. Alright, unplug my controller. Switch you guys to the ending soon screen. Oops. There we go. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I always appreciate you. Even if you've watched for like 5 minutes. I still appreciate you. Let me see who we can raid today. Oh, let me also put on the O5 beats. Bam, 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 bam. Back hurts. Okay, let's see who's live. Oh, let's do this person. I love their model. Alright. Stick around for the raid, you guys. Show some love to some other people. Next stream will be tomorrow with... I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope you enjoyed back-to-back new games that are both sequels in a trilogy. Oh my goodness. If you've not followed, hey, consider following. And if you want to keep up with me and when I go live and whatnot, check out the Discord, !Discord, or check below. Also have a bunch of other stuff below, like wish lists and whatnot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see ya. Bye, bye.